from, this year. Well, last year, you go back to last year, slow starts were one of the issues with the team. This year, it hasn't been the case, especially this last month or so. What do you think's kind of gone into that and kind of turning that aspect of the game around?
Yeah, I think it's just putting an emphasis on things, but it's also just a lot of higher level of execution. I think when you look at last year, that is one thing that kind of stands out is the slow starts and things like that. And so, we preach every week about starting fast, but ultimately just playing a full 60 minutes. And so, we've definitely been happy with the way that we've been starting games, but got to continue to build, got to continue to get better and things like that.
Your job becomes a lot easier when you get a great offensive liner around you. What have you noticed about maybe the way that unit's been connected the last 3 games and perhaps allowed you to really get through your progressions, survey the field, and just make the best decision possible?
Yeah, no, I can't say enough good things about those guys. I'm definitely extremely lucky as a quarterback here to play behind a group like that. There's not a lot of groups in the country that have what we have up front, and so definitely don't take that for granted. Whether it's in the run game or the passing game, they really do a great job. They can really take over a game. It's a really special group up front, and we're lucky they're on our team.
I'd say with that new iPad technology that you all have on the sidelines, has it helped in terms of when you get back onto the sideline and you and Phil or the quarterbacks can kind of look at the play and be like, yeah, has it helped at all compared to what maybe last year or year before?
Yeah, I laugh because I make jokes about there ain't no hiding anymore. So as soon as you make a mistake in the game, you're gonna get he's gonna let you know about it. But it really helps from the standpoint of you're able to kind of assess the way that the defense wants to play you early. There's not a lot of secrets going on out there anymore. I think it helps with in-game adjustments. I think it helps with just looking at how they're dealing with certain things that we're doing game plan wise. So it's definitely a huge asset for us. I love the way that we use it. I love our kind of efficiency. We're not spending all day over there on the iPad. It's kind of take a look at it, assess it, move on, and get to the next drive. So definitely an asset for us, and I'm glad we're using them.
Has there been a particular play, or maybe like a particular example where it's helped you down the road that way? Within a game?
Yeah, I don't know about particular examples, but it kind of helps us when we see, okay, well they're going to adjust to this motion this way, or we thought this would be a really good game plan play, but they decided to play our tight end this way, whatever the case may be. So I think it really helps with that kind of stuff, and it also, I think another thing that it helps with is it kind of cuts out that if we run a play and the coaches are saying, oh well the defense did this when they really did something else, well it cuts out that that conversation, because all you got to do is look right at the iPad and you can tell what they did. You know what I mean? So I think it allows for a lot more efficient communication on the sidelines.
I think you guys have built up all this momentum in the last couple of games. How do you think they're going against Northwestern on Saturday?
Yeah, I think it's just a week-to-week focus. We've got to continue to get a week better. We've got to continue to practice really well. In this league, you really can't look ahead or look back. If we've seen anything this college football season, it's that any given Saturday somebody can beat somebody. And so we got to respect our opponent. We got to respect, what they do, and the best way for us to do that is by preparing really well. And we've got to go out and play a good game if we want to win. If we want to win on Saturday.
It'd be hard sometimes to evaluate offensive line play, just like the average fan. From your perspective, what do you think is working so well that group's doing to give you time and help this offense function?
Yeah, they're just really, they're really high skilled, but I think they're really experienced. A lot of those guys are 3rd, 4th year guys. They've been in the fire a lot. They're extremely tough. Those guys, they play through so much. Extremely smart. We make adjustments on the fly in the game at halftime all the time, and it takes them one time to get things right. They're really good at what they do. They're really high end from an execution standpoint. I love playing with those guys. We've got a great connection and chemistry. They know what I want, and I know what they want, and that kind of thing. And so I think everything starts with our O-line, and it's kind of really helped us play well the last few weeks.
Curious your thoughts on October being October.
Yeah, I've heard about that. At this point, I'm kind of leaning into it. I mean, that's all I've been hearing around the building. But I mean, like I said, it's one game at a time. It's a week-to-week focus. That's the thing about success is you got to continue to work hard to keep having it. So, we're focused on Northwestern. We're not leaning into anything that we hear, and we want to play well this week.
Kind of talk about the offensive line play, and you guys have been able to take some deeper shots in games. Just can you speak to the comfort level that maybe they give you when you got to have that extra moment or two to kind of make that pass? What's that been like
I
for
mean
you?
it's almost I'm going to say it's a comfort thing, but I think when you get into the course of a game and you feel like play after play, you kind of have the time to go through the second look, the third look, things like that. It's hard to get antsy whenever you have a lot going for you like that. So, like I said, can't say enough good things about those guys, whether it's in the passing game or the running game. They are the foundation of everything that we do, and it'll continue to be that way. And so, like I said, I mean, glad they're on our team. They're doing a great job.
As you know, the presidential elections are coming up and they're targeting our demographic. And I'm not really into politics, but have you ever been approached formally or informally by a presidential campaign to promote any campaign? I don't know.
No,
That's what I thought.
Yeah.